Finally, are you worried about the growing popularity of the Labour Party in Enugu State? Do you
There's
think
no
the
growing
Labour
popularity.
Party will
There's no
defeat?
growing popularity in any way. Those who are in Labour Party are PDP members. Those who are in APC are PDP members. There's something I said about APC last time, and I said that I'm a close friend of the APC governorship candidates, a close one for that matter. And I will tell you something. I told somebody the APCs are contractors in Abuja and PDPs in Enugu. Same as 80% of those who are in Labour Party. Until you bring a crop of leaders together and say that they want to change the system, those who have been in the system should not condemn the system. They are part of the problem. There is no cause for alarm, because we can't come. What are you coming now to come and convince me to vote for you? No, that the system you were part of for 7 years, you did not resign when you see those things wrong, that you want to change it. It is practically impossible.
Are you worried that the Labour Party, because of the popularity it's getting, because of the Peter Obi project, will likely sweep the PDP out of power
No,
in Enugu State?
no. See, like I said, I'm not worried for PDP. Neither am I worried for Labour Party. My only worry is Peter Obi. Like, there's something that I said earlier, and I will quote it here. I started campaigning for Peter Obi before Ernest. Even the same Ernest that is running for Annie Kweketa. I started the campaign. At a point, I kept pushing Peter Obi's campaign, all his videos, all his analysis. I kept pushing it. At a point, he would constantly come to thank me for everything I'm doing for Peter Obi. For Peter Obi eventually moved. Now, when it comes to Enugu State, in fact, when it comes to Southeast, there is a growing consensus. Southeast are Republican in nature. We don't have somebody that speaks for us. But there is one thing that magically has always happened in the Southeast.
But the Ohanes
Ndibo doesn't speak. They are there as the upper socio-cultural, but they doesn't give all that any person follows. But when it comes to national politics, something interesting has always happened in the Southeast.
We have pattern of voting national.
We always have a way of having a consensus without even having somebody that is directing us for the consensus.
Sure.
We always vote that place that we think that this is whom we believe that is going to do better.
When it comes to Enugu State,
listen, I'm coming. Okay. That has always been us. Now, when it comes to the state, just like you rightly pointed out, most people in Labour Party, 90% of the people in Labour Party are PDP. Now, the only people in Labour Party that is challenging PDP are those people that one or two of their interests in the PDP wasn't protected or actualized during this recently concluded primary election. I don't know if you understand me. Now, this is where the problem comes in. Like I used to say, I don't like saying I am there, but I have been privileged to be in a position where I can be able to sit where one or two things are being discussed. And believe me, to the reasonable highest echelon of power in the state wants Peter Obi. There is general sentiment in the Southeast region that for the first time there is a chance that we have a credible person from the Southeast that can become the president of Nigeria through Peter Obi. Now, we have a situation in the Southeast that Labour Party are not yet recognizing. That politics is interest-based. Politics is interest-based. And every man is intrinsically selfish. Self-centered. So, this thing the binance ayadmumum e krionye. Are you from Nsukka? Okay. Every politician that has that as their number one philosophy, them first. Now, every person is obedient. Every person is obedient. Everybody wants P2B. And so far we said it, this P2B support is not about Labour Party. Doesn't have to be with Labour Party. If P2B move from Labour Party to COWA today, legally, this support base is going to move from Labour Party
To cover.
to COWA. And this P2B built this brand without nobody's help in Enugu State. Nobody helped him. Now we have a situation whereby people want to take advantage of P2B's popularity to insert their own selfish interest by thinking that because PDP did not accommodate me, I want to use P2B's popularity to fight against PDP. And that is the mistake that's happening all over the Southeast. That is wrong. P2B, to win this president, need to win Southeast by at least 90%. Like for P2B to win this president, need to win this Southeast by 90% vote. And the only way to do that, he cannot afford to have a situation of local infighting. This is a major problem. Now, we have a situation whereby people are picking form to run against certain governors. People are picking form to run against certain senators. People are picking form under Labour Party. Now, those people picking form didn't even believe in P2B ab initio. They just want to take advantage of the popularity. Now, you find yourself in a situation whereby they want, just in their fight, not to win for P2B, but to win for themselves. They want to trigger a confrontation with the powers that be in this local environment. Now, which inadvertently is going to force the powers that be to fight back. I don't know if you understand me. Now, let me tell you, there is something that people are not understanding. See, like I said earlier, I have been involved in voters registration till it ended. Like sponsoring people for voter registration till it ended. I knew what I encountered. I knew the demographic that I registered most. The young person started registering when the P2B wave came. But something that I did almost 8 months before the P2B wave. And it was only old people that were registering. And something that we must identify is this. One thing. If it got to a point whereby they make it a PDP versus Labour Party showdown in Enugu State, P2B will lose Enugu State. I'm not missing well about, like, if it comes to a situation whereby for the fight of the local interest, they make it a PDP versus Labour Party showdown.
Local interest.
Local interest. What I mean by local interest is Labour Party want to remove PDP in House of Reps. Labour Party want to remove PDP in House of Assembly. Labour Party want to remove PDP in Senate. Labour Party want to remove PDP in Governor.
Are you talking about the interest of the people or the politicians?
Listen now. See,
just
listen to me. There is a place I'm coming. What I mean is, the people that you're talking about, don't make it look like that those people in PDP are not the people as well.
I have something to say.
No, listen to me. I want to don't make it look like those people in PDP are not the people too. What I'm talking about is that I have been part of election. And I know how election is being played on election day. Why we are building the support base for P2B, we should be mindful not to go and pitch P2B at loggerheads with people he shouldn't be at loggerheads with. Just because that other people that have local interest want to use his influence to get to one position or the other. Like I said, Chimaroke is not going to lose on Kano in his senatorial bid. There is no way Peter Amba is going to lose on Kano in his senatorial bid. There is no way Ifeanyi Ogwuanyi is going to lose his Senate bid to Kezia or NS Ikugu. I'm making my own analysis.
Okay, your own analysis.
There is no way. I don't know who is running for Enugu West that RG and Omihuku and these people is going to lose their bid in that zone. Now, if it comes to a situation, because like we have acknowledged, vote buying and monetary inducement is a very powerful tool in the political system of Nigeria today.
Till tomorrow.
And if you don't recognize your strength and also recognize your weaknesses, you might find yourself of making a grave mistake. You get yourself in the pool. What is going to take PDP is to double their preparation. I will give you an example of what's happening in Ekiti. Fayemi is coming in Ekiti. I was one of the people that conducted the election.
As a core member.
As a core member then. I want to be that conducted the election as a core member then. Then that was when Oshokomole Fayose was leaving. Now, Oshokomole was so loved in Ekiti that like Fayemi wasn't really scratching anything. He brought a professor, Eleka, to be his successor, his deputy.
Is that Adams Shomole?
No, Ekiti State. Then he brought his deputy, a professor, Professor Eleka, to battle it against Fayemi of APC. It was PDP and APC. PDP was well loved. Now, what PDP was doing is that anywhere they come, there were rallies and there were everything. They were sharing money. Fayemi was keeping his money, but people were complaining, saying that Eleka don't want to talk. They also had their base and all that. What happened in the election day is that Eleka knew that he was losing the popular vote. He knew that there was no way he's going to contend with Fayose in the popular vote. So what he did is that he prepared twice. Then what he now did is that a night before the election, what they used to bring money to Ekiti State was helicopter.
Thank you.
So on the day of that election, what he simply did is that he mobilized enough. Because if any person is going to tell you that in this election and nobody is going to collect money to vote, then the person is living in fruit paradise. He mobilized enough resources to bring it to Ekiti.
Thank you.
And we're sharing twice the money that PDP were giving. And do you know what they were doing? They don't give you money until you show them where they will vote. Now, believe me, that if what PDP needs is not a situation whereby we have Labour Party fighting PDP in the southeast, because he completely needs the block vote. If PDP wins,
are you also insinuating that it has come to that point where Governor Ogwai has to reserve or conserve resources to battle the upcoming election?
No, I'm not saying that it's coming to a situation. What I'm trying to tell you is that we are talking about the ruling party here, and there is no way in the campaign Labour Party is going to outspend, because politics is money and it's costly, and everybody is going to lie to you if they say they are not spending. There is no way Labour Party is going to outspend PDP in Enugu State in their preparation. And there is something that people have not noticed. I have never seen a PDP candidate in the southeast that is putting up the picture of Atiku Abubakar alongside them. So we shouldn't have it in a situation whereby.
But do you know why? Do you know why they are not putting it?
We know the reason.
We shouldn't. Do you listen now? See,
no, I'm not
listen now. We are going to. This is something I'm going to tell you, that generally there is an intrinsic sympathy
towards Obi
by every stakeholder, but they will be forced to move against Labour Party if their interest, local interest, is being threatened by those people that are trying to take advantage of Obi popularity. And Obi getting, even if Obi wins Southeast by 60%, is a failure on his part. I don't know if you understand me. If he wins Southeast by 60%, it's a failure, because we don't have much vote. The only thing that we have always been able to do is to give somebody a block vote. So when you lose 40% of your base, where are you going to get others? And see, even if we all know that, even if the ruling party in any state is going to lose their state, there's no way they are going to lose their state below 40%. So let us not have that issue of it is we against PDP. No, the target is P2B.
Thank you.
And it's in the federal election.
Thank you.
After
I have something to add to all this. You see, Roy, I'm reacting to your analysis. What you said is an indictment upon PDP.
Very bad.
These things you have said does not put PDP in good light. If you are telling me that PDP will win Labour because they will induce people with money, then you are saying indirectly that PDP is not popular, that they are going to buy people's conscience. The question I can put to you is this: if we go to the ordinary people now, not people like you who are close to the people in power, and ask them if they are happy with PDP, what do you think will be the answer? The answer is no. The answer is no.
You can't ask an answer.
Let him continue.
I am the one talking.
No, you asked me a question now. You said you are asking.
In fact, this thing I'm telling you, I don't need to ask you. Go online, you're gonna see it. People are expressing it.
The Idoga effects.
Wait, I'm coming.
No,
sorry.
this
Let me
topic
finish
is
this
important.
before the second question. You see, PDP is very wicked to the southeast. Very wicked to the southeast. I will repeat my word. They have always failed the southeast.
One party system. That's why they are.
How? Starting from Ekweme
Alex Ekweme
down to today. Even what is happening to PDP now is nemesis, because Obi offered himself to PDP. What happened? They chickened him out.
And he left.
But bulk votes from southeast supported Obasanjo from the west. PDP is the only region in Nigeria that is loyal. Sorry, the southeast is the only region that is loyal to PDP. If you go to the west, they are majorly APC. Now,
the same thing happens to South.
Even the north. But PDP has always been the major party. At the point, it looked like it's an Igbo party. What has PDP done for the southeast? How have they projected the Igbo interest? How? It is only a fool that is also blind that would imagine that PDP is highly acceptable. I'm a card-carrying member of PDP, by the way. Let me just tell you. But there is this inherent character in PDP that I so much hate. PDP takes many things for granted. Even the internal conflict we are talking about, are they all necessary? The way PDP treats people makes them to get angry and get frustrated.
Now, what we are talking about is the Idoga effects. Are you
okay? I can discuss Idoga. I can discuss it in simple words.
Do you think with the growing popularity of the Labour Party in the Peter Obi project, he has a greater chance of winning the election?
You mean Idoga now?
Idoga.
You know, there is one thing we need to observe here. People are sympathetic towards Idoga. Sympathy is important in politics. Idoga was maltreated. Unless you don't want to tell the truth.
How would they tell it?
By PDP. By the party.
But
he
also served under the PDP.
Of course, now, let's see the way it appears. This man was serving in the party. He was holding a position, appointed position. We know how PDP runs the state. If you want to go somewhere, you Daniel, and you say I want to be a councillor, the party will tell you it's not your time. It is Roy's time. Don't worry. We will give you this one. Let Roy go.
Yes.
Next time you come. That way, PDP has maintained stability. And you see people say, I'm still serving, hoping that someday they will come up. That sincerity is what I would have appreciated if it was used towards Edoga. But Edoga, it's more like he was made a fool. It's like you ask somebody to carry a bag of salt and you fetch the rain against it. You get the point? And that the man does not talk a lot. And when people don't talk a lot, you see, sentiment and sympathy can rise. People might be thinking that he's crying in his house. Maybe he's not actually crying, but that's how he looks now. So that sympathy is a big tool. Let me tell you, I disagree with Roy totally. If PDP should be careful. They are losing out. The PDP is crashing. Do you follow?
Crash. It's not
PDP is losing popularity. I am sounding it now. They should do something about it.
You liken the Labour Party as or to a hurricane. Do you also agree that
do you know
has
that
a chance?
Those in Labour Party today is a coalition of the concern. It's not a party. If Edoga and co, I won't say all of them, because some that will enter Labour because of their own self, that one is there. Even those in PDP that are there for their own selfish interest, that one is there. But you see Edoga, because definitely you can't just come and win the election without being in a party. You understand? So whatever that is happening in Enugu State now is a coalition of the concern. People that their rights, people that their greatness, people that their mandates have been trampled upon for years, they are coming together to be a voice. Do you know, excuse me, that during the primary, Edoga was the only candidate that was permitted to meet with delegates. Governor gave the order. Even when he knew that he won't give him that ticket, he was spending millions. He made the call and said that they should allow him meet with the delegates after spending money. Edoga was one time a local government chairman in Nsukka. They did not allow him to finish his tenure. House of Reps did not allow him to finish his tenure. A lot of injustice. And a man said, let him go and try his luck here. Maybe it will favor him. It is not Southeast inciting P2B against PDP. You see their strength from Roy speech. That the only thing that PDP will do is to double the money they are going to use and buy.
I don't want to be misquoted.
It's not what he said.
I don't want to be misquoted.
Let me finish. The vote buying he talked about.
I am still here.
How do they?
When somebody misquotes me, I like to correct
finish. You will correct me. You will correct me. You will respond to me. You said vote buying. How do they buy votes? Is it not with money? No, now let's be sincere. You buy votes with money. You meet people to buy votes from them. So he's saying that they know however they are going to do it to buy their votes, and that's what will make them win. Now, Roy have been posting this thing on Facebook that some selfish people want to use Labour Party, to because of Obi's popularity. Let me tell you something. Is it not by one man called Jesus that they said redemption came? Why can't the Southeast redemption come because of Obi's movement? Why are we tagging it in sight? Obi's emergence is for redemption. For the Southeast. PDP, because of monopoly of one party system, we have been subjected to anything they say we do. Do you look at people following Edoga? They wouldn't have voted. Even though we don't have choice, on election day we'll be in our house. We will not go to vote for PDP and we'll keep our vote. But you see Edoga's emergence, people are following him so that they can cast their vote there. Do you understand? So this issue of vote buying, people in PDP have, if they are 100%, 50% will collect that money. I can tell you that if they give me money because of my work, I cannot collect it. but others will still collect. Even my friends are telling me to my face, you see that money from PDP, they will collect it, but on election day they know how to cast their vote. And why PDP should be careful is because yesterday they posted that INEC will continue their manual this thing, and so and SA to the governor posted on Facebook that not up to 1 hour they posted it that is going to be electronica. He went back. It will no longer, you see that going inside the bush to put hands, it will no longer happen again. And because of that reason, there is something that is called God. When God wants to do something, he takes permission from nobody. You see this electronic voting that came from Buhari is one of the reasons why anywhere I see him, I will hug him. Because if you are saying a man has not done well, what of the one he has done well? This one that Buhari brought is the best out of it. And Southeast, it's possible that we'll have House of Rep in PDP. In Labour, we'll have another. It will not be one party. Me, I will vote somebody in PDP. I will vote in Labour.
Your last word before you go. Your last word.
By virtue of involvement in politics, all this while, I've learned not to follow politicians emotionally, because most of the things that happen indoor are not always open for everybody to know. I followed primaries. I know the intrigues. If anybody tells you that governor told Chijuke to go and do consultation, if not that governor gave instruction that anybody that want to start consultation on delegates should go, then that person is not being truthful to himself. I followed a candidate and I know when the instruction was. Those who felt they have the money to go and do the delegate consultation did. Some people believe that it is not important because even if after doing the consultation, anybody that the party decide to give, the party will still they didn't go. So anything, I've always seen anything that happen in politics as either faith, you understand me, as either faith or God's way. If you stretch your luck too much in the entire process, I played politics in Anambra for more than 15 years. I came to Enugu. I served a well-known politician in Anambra State before coming down to Enugu. So I can tell you very, very well, if you stretch your faith too much, knowing that you are popular, you can go about Nicholas Okochukwu. Nicholas with fair primary here, he will run to another party. With popularity, he has money, one of the billionaires in Anambra, he pull crowds. On election day, before 12 noon, he's already out. Till today, he's no longer contesting. After many years. In politics, if I'm to give advice, once you are in this family, you have been part of this family for life. Anything that happened to you in that family, take it as faith. And my last word is this. I think my colleagues here, all of us are friends. And there is one philosophy in life I always have. In anything you are doing in this life, don't make enemies, make friends. I can come to you now and say anything I want to tell you. Tomorrow, I criticize one of my brothers, Chinedumba, G17. You may be watching. The factional G17 leaders. I came online and criticized him. The other day we saw in government house, I knelt down and told him, Senior, I'm kneeling. He started laughing and started jumping up and down. People now started came. Everybody, all of us started laughing. We don't have anywhere
no permanent enemy.
Another thing, don't go personal in politics. Politicians will come and hug themselves, eat in the back, irrespective of what they are trying to. There is no saint in Nigerian politicians today, unless after this election. But today there is no saint. Don't go personal on tarnishing people's image that you are doing politics because of Mr. A or B. It will come back to hurt you. Those who did it during Chimaroke and Sullivan, where are they? I can tell you they are nowhere. Those who didn't talk benefited. Those who sponsored the tarnishing of the image benefited. I know one running away now. They used him to do everything. Sullivan's last tenure and first tenure of this government. He's running. He's on the run. He's on the run. He's among those crying that they are. But when he was, let's just play by the rules of engagement.
People that will even.
Let's play by the rules of the engagement. Let's play by the rules of the engagement. Let's also get involved. Politics is not done on social media. We have our wards, we have our family, we have our polling units. Your impact should also be felt there. Sponsor things, sponsor political movements, sponsor your people. Go organize seminars. Tell your people what you believe in. By then we will get involved. All of us desire this change. But I will tell you, by 12 noon election day, PDP will be declared winner. Thank you and God bless you.